Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. This is another of my short stories from the next edition of my book Soloists, around 200 short stories of introverts and outsiders facing a dilemma. This one is called A Different Ending. I couldn't completely resist my father. As I continued to sell almost no copies of my novels, not even enough to pay for the writing classes I took, he kept ridiculing me and urging me to learn accounting and get a government job like his. He was an auditor for California's taxing authority. To keep him off my back and to afford the rent, I learned bookkeeping. But I like writing. I like the escapism. The real world's often painful. I like being able to say what I want. No boss, no committee to get permission from. And even though my books don't sell, I must admit I think they're good, and so do my friends, although they could be just shining me on. And I did get to be a finalist in a fiction contest. No, it wasn't the National Book Awards. It was just the Big Moose Fiction Prize. But only a tiny fraction of submissions even get to its finals. I had little more success in romance. Yeah, I had one marriage which lasted 6 years, although 4 were mainly schlepping along between fights. And yeah, I had another relationship that lasted more than a year before I couldn't resist having an affair, and she left me. The rest were, pardon the pun, kind of in and out. Now I'm 67, tick-tock, and it's my cat and my African violets, and I don't like what's ahead on life's conveyor belt. So I figured I would try what for me is a radical change. I would go from writing historical literary fiction to a utopian romantic sci-fi book aimed at the mass market. It was a veiled autobiography. Despite the utopia, the protagonist struck out. The AI-assisted matching and sex enhancement room, complete with piped-in aphrodisiac, wasn't quite enough. He was still alone and lonely. I've just finished the book, and we'll see whether it sells at all. I also wanted something different on the romantic front. So I tried online dating for the first time. Usually after a text or two, we never even got to a coffee date, and a few of those were one and done. One woman agreed to meet, but it had to be with her 10-year-old grandson, who she was babysitting for 2 weeks while the parents were away. I said that was fine. That coffee date was no better than usual, although she was more honest with me about the reason. She said I was too serious, and I am. But her grandson seemed to like me, maybe because he's a serious kid. I asked him questions beyond the usual, what do you like and don't like about school? I asked him what he enjoys thinking about, and he said he likes thinking about everything, from how to make a million to why people die. I loved those questions, and the conversation quickly moved from the woman in me to the kid in me. She agreed that while she and I wouldn't work, she would welcome my seeing the boy again, and he agreed. I'm looking forward to it. In any case, that story is called A Different Ending. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.